Hi everyone, I'm Lynn from Finds of Yesterday, and I sell on Poshmark, Mercari, and mostly eBay, and I buy my stuff from thrift stores, yard sales, estate sales, auctions, all them fun kind of places. And I'm going to share with you today a jewelry jar that I got at Savers, which I've had for a while, and I haven't had a chance to open it, so tonight we're going to open it. And here's a little sneak peek of what I got. So stay tuned. Let's just get started. All right, let's break into this vase. Not literally, but we're going to cut it open and see what we got from Savers. As you can see, it was $12.99. And there was a couple pieces that I seen in here that I wanted to check out. I figured for $12.99 I can find a pretty good return. We put some bracelets right on the top here where all the tape is. Got my handy dandy black gloves on. Looks like some cool pieces in here. Shoved tightly, which is good. All right. It's looking good. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that's pretty. It looks like bluish purple. Ooh, that's pretty too. It's little beads, little plastic beads it looks like, in a flower cluster. No name. It is stamped with something. Boy, I'm gonna have to get magnifying glass out for that. West Germany. Cool. I will have to check that piece out. This looks like it was a pendant that went with this necklace. Apparently, I got a broken piece that I guess could be used for something else. Set that to the side. Oh, isn't that adorable? It's a cute little poodle. I am not seeing a name. I don't see a name, but I'll have to look closer. So these are the gold and silver, but the solder points on them are pretty cheaply done. And I did not see any marks on the inside. So they're probably just cheap. Oh, the Twilight Saga Eclipse keychain from 2010. Summit Entertainment. Yeah, something I have to look up. Here is a clasp for a scarf. No name on the back. It's pretty in silver and gold. Looks to be like it's in pretty good shape. Nice. This looks like a cheap Aurora Borealis beaded stretch bracelet. Probably in a craft lot. This looks like a older pin. And the clasp is still on there. Got a little rust spot on the back. Not seeing any names on the back. One rhinestone. It's kind of a cheap one. Maybe around $6-7. It's cute. Butterfly. It's got that Aurora Borealis look to... Oh, it's broke. Well, shoot. Doesn't look like I can fix that either. The metal is broke. Crap lot. Craft or crap. This has a tag and it looks like it's broke. Anybody recognize that C? Ah. Well, there's the design, but the chain is broke. So it's probably not a lot. I mean, you could take this piece off and reuse it. Oh, craft lot. Niagara Falls, Canada. This actually looks vintage. It certainly is. It's got the, like a, if you can see it, the clear, like an acrylic glaze over it to seal it in. It's probably just an image, paper image on there. That's interesting. I'm going to have to look that up. There's another cool looking pin. It almost looks shell, like a shell design. And there's the back, and the clasp seems to be working. I don't see a name. Might be like a $10 pin. Here's a cheap little, looks like a leather strap with cheap pearls on it, or fake pearls. This was the keychain lot, apparently. My precious child, I love you and would never leave you. When you see only one set of footprints in the sand, it was then that I carried you. That's nice, but it has a sticky something on it that needs to come off. But we'll look it up, see if others are selling. Here's a cute little hairpin. You can see it bends. It's cute. I like that, but really I might be able to sell it for a couple bucks, so it's going in the craft lot. This is an interesting swirl pin with no name on the back. I'm not seeing one. Clasp is working. I might be able to sell that for $10. Alright, so this one is a beaded, looks like little buttons. And it has a clasp here and a clasp here. Oh, they're on the different ones. It's weird. I'm trying to figure out how to get it to hang correctly. Yeah, not sure what to do with this one. Maybe an $8 one, and is that worth it to me? Probably not. Here's another hairpin. This time it's in gold, which I could put them two together, but will I? Probably not. Here's an earring, black and silver. Probably don't have, unless that's the one that fell. I'll have to check out later. And here's another little white clip-on earring. Cute. And it has a pair. Little white beaded chain necklace. Yep, pretty cheap. Trying to see if there's a name somewhere on this. That's the back. That's clasp. It's actually kind of pretty, gold and black. And it's heavy beads. Oh, here's the other clasp. Okay, so it's a double. That's kind of pretty. It needs to be cleaned up. It's kind of icky. And I think they are plastic beads, but I might be able to sell that. Alright, here's another one, black and white. Kind of nice. It's looking pretty old. I don't know. It's kind of dirty and rough looking. Looks like there's a mark there. It's just rough. And some of the silver on the back is peeling off. So I probably will just get rid of that one. I love Santa. It's enamel and looks like some kind of clear acrylic over some kind of colorant and pattern. That's actually kind of cute. It looks vintagey in a way. Not seeing any name on the back. I'll sell that one. Here is a watch. Solid band. The back has some peeling of the gold. And it looks pretty rough shape. It's kind of fading on the outside. See if I can see the name. Gloria Vanderbilt. Yeah, in a lot. This one has some sticky stuff on the back, but it's for nurses. This might be popular right now. I might clean it up and try to sell it. This one looks silver. Not sure what exactly it is. It goes on a necklace and it has a crown. It might be crown Trifari. No, it's Premier. I think it's a Premier piece. Might have to see if there's another piece in here that goes with. And here's a set of pearls that are pretty cheap. Pretty cheap. And here, along with the hairs that are free, is a little rosary bracelet. It's really little. I'm thinking it's just a pocket rosary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it has 10 beads, but normally the bracelet ones have an extra bead, I thought, right here. The one separate one. That I will sell. And here's a silver watch by, I cannot make out the name. I really need my magnifying glass on this one. Cannot see it. It's kind of nice. It's just a stretchy watch that nobody wears anymore. You can tell it's kind of vintage. I might look it up, try to see what it's going for. Oh, here, this is cool. It's a cuff link that's an airplane. You don't see that very often. And it's really tight. Let's see if there's a name. Sometimes it's on the inside of this. Or even on the inside there. And I'm not seeing a name. It looks like the silver is kind of wore. Let's see if we can find its pair. That may be the problem. There's only one cuff link. There's a little green stone on it. I might just put it up anyway because somebody might have lost one and they want their matching pair back. Grant's Farm, St. Louis, Missouri. It's got a horse on the back. It looks like it went to a keychain that is broke. But we live in a Grant's Farm area. I live near St. Louis, so that's probably why this got thrown into our mix. It's in really good shape except the keychain. I could take this part off and just sell this with the loop on it, which I might do. Or just take this last loop off. We'll see if anything's selling like that. Oh, and look at this one. It's a Ronald McDonald pin. I don't know, these might be readily available. It says Group 2 Incorporated. This is exciting. I might have to check that one out and see what it's going for. This is pretty. Love vintage brooches. Usually they don't have names on the back. I mean, there's so many costume jewelry that was made. I don't see a name on this one either. They wore them so much back in the 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and then they kind of faded out. So I'll probably sell that one. And I noticed this one too. Looks like a vintage one. It's weird how they have these different color stones, like way back when they lost a rhinestone and they filled it back in with an older one that they had there, but it has a little bit of a yellow tint to it, as you can see. And this one does not have a name on it either. But I will sell that one. Ooh, I'm not seeing the other earring for this, but it's kind of icky looking. It's a clip earring in the craft zone. Alright, this is a little beaded bracelet with a shell on it, and there's two of these. They're done nicely, but I don't think I'm going to sell them. Here's another clip. I could put all three together. It's starting to build up. Look at this cute little reindeer. He's flexible. He's a little rubber reindeer. It's a little kid's necklace. I'm going to look him up. He's got a cheap chain on him. Might be able to sell him for $8 or so. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. We got two things growing together here. This is a cheap bracelet, cheap rhinestones with an eye on it. I know monogram stuff usually does well, but it looks so cheap. The chain's real cheap. It's going in a lot. Look at this chain. Of course it's my favorite color, and it has wish on the end. I actually like this for myself. That one I'm going to look up. Here's a normal cufflink. I think my husband has some like this. And it broke. I knew it was bent, so I just finished breaking it. Here's just a little leather chain or strap necklace. It's a choker. There's another rhinestone vintage pendant. See how the silver's kind of dulled over time? It's kind of how you can tell if it's vintage or not. And the rhinestones, you just don't see them made like this much anymore. If it was today, everything would be real, real shiny. You can polish this up and make it look shiny again, but you can just tell by looking at it it's vintage. So I love the vintage rhinestone brooches that I've got. This is a cheap clip-on earring with the pearl that's peeling. Might as well throw that away. Here's a tie. Nope, it's a pin. It looks like a... I wonder if this is airline related. That That one's interesting. And the clasp works. No name on the back. I'm going to keep that and check it out. Look, is this it? Yes, it is. Look, I found a pair. I'm so excited. These are so cool. And it seems to be working fine. Again, the silver's kind of wearing off on them a little bit. But since it's such a unique design in cufflinks, I've got to try to sell them. What is this? A bracelet? Necklace. It's not very long at all. Is it an ankle bracelet maybe? It's pretty big for an ankle bracelet. It's looks like it hangs about 6 inches. You think that's an ankle bracelet? I'm not sure. It's kind of cute. I don't see any markings. But it's too small for a necklace and too big for a bracelet. Unless you unhook it and hook it shorter. That would be more like an ankle bracelet. That brought it down to about 4 or 5 inches. Yeah, I think I'm going to try selling that. Oh, it's missing a little piece off of it. That must mean other pieces are going to fall off of it. And we got a couple earring backs and a cross pendant that's in pretty rough shape on the front. It looks like it was just done cheaply. It has a lot of little divots in it, little cuts. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that's going in the craft lot. And ooh, one pretty rhinestone. This looks actually like one of those when you first get your ears pierced, so it might be gold. But it did not have a pair to go with it. And that is it. That's all we had. So I'm going to pick my favorite piece. I have a couple favorite pieces. All these brooches, this one I kind of want to say is my favorite. It's the West Germany one. These move around. These pieces all move around. Otherwise, it's the vintage rhinestone brooches and pendant. Them are my next 3. And I really do like the little poodle. He's really cute. But the cufflinks are still my favorite. So that's it. $12.95. I'm sure I can get my money back out of this easily. I'm happy I bought it. I got it at Savers. And thank you for joining me on this mission to find out what was in it. Thank you, and subscribe, like the video, and do all that fun stuff. See you in the next one. Alright, I had to jump back on here because I found one more piece and it reminded me of somebody you guys might know. The Texas Gal Treasures. Sassy Tassels. Woohoo! Yes, I'm throwing this in a craft lot. I'm not going to keep it. Maybe I'll send it to Margaret at Texas Gal Treasures. Just a shout out to her for all the stuff that she's taught me. And I know she hates these things, so I just wanted to share that last piece with you guys. See you in the next one.